All right, Facebook Nation, we're going to try this for the second time, having some technical difficulties, although it worked on Instagram, but we got to make sure this is going live. This is my new studio, and I want to share some stuff with you today. So let's see if you can see this. We're going to go public. Make sure everybody can see this. And we will go from there. Let's see. Test. Okay, beautiful. We should be working. We should be cranking. So, what's up? It's been so long. It has been so long. I'm not dead. I'm still creating every single day. Actually, you do hear from me a lot. I've been doing a lot of writing. My head has been in the sand, in the dirt, like creating and in deep creative mode. Plus, moved, and this is the new home studio. So this is like the first time I'm using the home studio. Just did it live on Instagram. So if you come on, give me a what's up. Let me know what's going on. Give me a hey, give me a boom, give me something to let me know you're here. Because I don't know, I've had some technical issues and I want to make sure this works. So I did want to share something with you. Because it's been a while. I haven't been doing a lot of Facebook Lives. Again, I've been doing a lot of creative deep work, and it's a whole different mindset. But I got an important message for you today. So I had a really powerful conversation with the one and only total rock star, Lisa Nichols. If you don't know who she is, go run to her content like yesterday. She is such a rock star, so powerful, and it's really it was such a reminder. My man, Awakened. Can always count on Awakened for things to work. This is the new home office, my man. This is how we roll. So I had a powerful conversation with Lisa Nichols earlier, and it was a really powerful reminder on once you set your vision to something and you're relentless in your pursuit, people will help you. Opportunities, doors will open when you didn't see any doors around. But you have to be relentless, and you have to be specific, and you have to get serious, not for anybody else, not for any external purpose, but for you. Because once you do that, these doors will open. And that's why I was able to spend 45 minutes in an incredible, and this was not a podcast, this was a conversation, catching up with her. And she gave me some powerful wisdom, some powerful advice. It takes one conversation on one day to change one life. I deeply believe that because it's happened to me so many times over. But it won't happen if you're scattered in what you want. If you can't even define your dream, if you don't have the audacity to declare it to somebody else or even declare it to yourself, guess what? The universe won't respond with the doors opening because it doesn't know what door to open. How does it know what door to open for me if I don't even know what I want? And so step one is always clarity. But anyways, today I want to talk about something else. So we're talking with Lisa, and she was telling me a story about she had a desire for many, many years, like a lot of people, to be on Oprah, to be on her TV show, et cetera, et cetera. And it was her dream. I mean, this was her dream. This was her vision. I mean, this is like the stuff that kept her up at night for years and years and years. And she wanted it so bad. She wanted it so bad she could feel it in every cell in her body. Like, this is how bad she wanted to be on Oprah. And what she told me was unbelievable. And she said, Tommy, when I got there, because, it happened. She made her vision come true. When I got there, I was so grateful that it came at that time. I was so grateful that it didn't happen sooner. And what she was saying was, if it had happened sooner, she wouldn't have been ready. She didn't have the required reps, the time in the game, the intensity in the game, the faith, the courage over the years and years and years to be able to show up on Oprah as her most powerful self. And you know what being on Oprah is. I mean, that's a life and game changer. That's why Oprah will promote a book and it becomes a bestseller for life. Why? She has that power in the marketplace. And I thought it was so interesting for Lisa to tell me that, like how grateful she was for that. And so it reminded me of the power of patience. See, I talk to people all the time and they say, tell me, I'm doing all the stuff. I'm doing the habits that people say I should do. I'm reading the books that people say I should read. I'm looking at your content. I'm following the steps, and it's just not happening fast enough. It's just not happening fast enough. Can anyone relate to this? If you're watching this live or in the replay, let me know. I can relate to this for sure. And so what happens when we have this mindset that it's not happening fast enough? Well, we place a lot of pressure on our vision. We place a lot of pressure for things to happen. And I'm all about manufacturing urgency. I'm all about focus and being relentless. But guess what? Pressure, man-made pressure on your vision and on your dream is going to force you to break. It's going to force you to quit. It's going to force you to give up. And what a tragedy to give up without knowing. What a tragedy to retreat on what we said we wanted. What a tragedy to not know what could have been. I don't know about you, but, I've experienced small regret. And those things taught me that the last thing that I want to do is get to the end of my experience and look back and just have this sinking feeling. You know what that feels like too. The sinking, heavy feeling of what could have been. And so a few months back, I had a client and we had just started working together again, and he was super stressed. And he said something to the effect that if this doesn't work in the next few weeks, I got to close the doors. I got to fold up shop. And so I smiled and I took a moment, and then I came back to him and I said, listen, do you believe what you're currently doing, this is something that's associated with your purpose, in line with your purpose, something that is you're deeply passionate about? And he said, yeah, of course. And I said, okay, great. Well, your little timeline of 3 weeks, your man-made timeline, if that's the case, then it's not your purpose. The things that we're purposeful in life for, our vision, the stuff that lights us up from the inside, you don't mix that shit with man-made deadlines. It doesn't happen. They don't go together. And so it was a powerful moment for him and us to realize that he was putting this insane pressure on an external result that had very little to do with his purpose. And you and I, we do this stuff all the time. Now, what's amazing is that after that realization, his results just went. But it wasn't only until he got clear about it that he was in this shit for the long haul. Like, deep in the shit for the long haul. And that's what I want to impart on you today. Lisa said something on the show to the effect of, not on the show, she's been on the show, but in our conversation, she said, your dreams, your vision, can't microwave that shit. She didn't say it exactly like that, but close. Your dreams aren't microwavable, is what she said. And so we live in a world where we want everything yesterday. We live in a world where we launch our business and we expect to be on the Inc. 500 in a few weeks. We live in a world where just because we broadcast the message, we expect people to listen and follow on the first time. And I'm here to tell you, in that world, in that context, your ability to endure, your ability to last a decade, your ability to cultivate patience is your competitive advantage. It will literally shift your game. Now, patience doesn't mean relaxing. Patience doesn't mean, letting the reins go. No. Intentional work on one side, purposeful, intentional, focused work, deleting 90% of the bullshit that we put on our plate, that's required. So you can have patience and you can be doing a whole lot of nothing. You could be doing a whole lot of hustling and scattering your energy and replying to comments on Instagram for 16 hours a day, and you could get minimal results. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about purposeful, powerful work connected to a vision, while at the same time balancing that out with playing the long game, cultivating patience, and sharpening the sword every single day. And that's why I love the metaphor of the farmer. Right? The farmer plants the seed. The plant of seed is your vision, is your dream, is whatever you want to create in your life. That's the seed. The conditions are the things that you're able to control. A little water, a little sunlight, little soil, the right whatever fertilizer. I don't even know what goes in there. These are the conditions that you and I get to control. But when that thing comes to life, can't control it. When that starts to bloom, when the results turn from minimal, when your circumstances look bleak and nothing has changed, and you pull up the bank account and you're like, what the fuck? Why hasn't it happened yet? They said it would already happen. Can't control that. But you can control the conditions. Right? And the farmer doesn't wake up a few weeks later and say, what? Like, plants on agave trees. So there's agave trees over here. And I was once at a spiritual retreat with Anahata. She's been on the show. She's absolutely awesome. And she was teaching us about the agave tree. And the agave tree is this beautiful plant. It's pretty famous for, I think they make tequila out of it, something like that. But it's this beautiful plant like that has these sharp leaves coming out of it. And she said, the agave is the master of patience. It sits there for decades, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And nothing is coming out of it. That's just the base of the plant. And then all of a sudden, in a span of months, this towering, beautiful agave. If you've never seen an agave, it's incredible. Comes out. And that's the same with your dreams, with your vision, and what you're looking to create. Cultivating patience, marrying purposeful, intentional, focused action with patience, with playing the long game. Everybody's telling you can expect results tomorrow. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't make false promises. I make promises that for my clients, that they're going to experience a level of purpose, passion, enthusiasm, fulfillment, and all these other powerful ingredients, clarity. But dude, I'm not here to guarantee, sell you on some result that I can't control at all. And so for you out there, if you watch this live or on the replay or whatever it is, hopefully the audio came out, hopefully it worked. Where can you cultivate a little bit more patience? Because the greatest tragedy of not cultivating patience is giving up. And that's why I titled this 3 Feet from Gold. And we all know that story. And there's a book here called 3 Feet from Gold. But it's a story of stopping just before the big breakthrough, stopping right before that agave grows like crazy, stopping right before you get that call, right? Stopping right before you get that opportunity, stopping right before it all comes to life for you. And it's hard. And it takes daily patience, daily focus.